welcome back to Chat and Chill Podcast. I'm your boy Firahs.
Joe MK.
And today we've got Jason in the building.
Hey everyone, also known as Agent Soulman. Love, light and blessings to everyone that's watching and listening and tuning in. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Manager. I know you manage a couple of artists.
Okay.
Promoter, I would say.
Yeah.
Promotes the whole game. Literally.
Alright.
Anything you find on any events,
Yeah.
Jason's there, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be watching that event, I'll be like, Jason's there. See, he's there. So girl will be like, I'm performing. Oh, swear down. All I gotta do is go to Jason's Instagram. He's the only person about it. It's so true. It's literally facts.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely one of the most respected people, I would say, in the underground scene. Definitely.
Okay.
Also on Pulse 88 radio station
Yeah.
as well. That's a lot of work there. And,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the one you've been talking about this whole time. Oh,
this is Agent Soulman.
I don't think you even told me his name. You're like,
Nah.
the Pulse 88 guy. I'm like, alright, cool.
Yeah, that's okay, we got the Pulse 88 guy in the building.
Yeah.
But anyways, for people who may not know you, so outside of all of that, who would you say Jason is?
I'm a free spirit. I just live life, be 100% unapologetically myself, and I just show love to myself most importantly, so I can show love to others and be able to give love to others. So hence why I can be everywhere and support people and support the artists that I work with. And also I'm crazy in a good way, because I say crazy in terms of limited edition. So I'm, because of being unapologetically me, I'm not trying to be anything but myself. And I'm an artist, I'm an author as well, and I just love living life, because to be here another day I'm grateful for. So yeah.
I actually want to touch in on like your promoting side, because I don't meet a lot of people like you. You meet people that will like talk about, I mess with you, I promote you, but you literally promote the scene. Forget like individual artists. You'll promote an artist, an author, a writer, a director, a producer. Like, you're really out here showing love to the universe. What made you want to be that kind of person that does, put people forward and show love to like the industry?
Because in terms of art isn't like something that you can measure. Art isn't something that you can put into a box and limit. So all different arts can come together and create something beautiful. So I wanted to show in the scene that if we limit ourselves to say I'm just a singer, or I'm just a dancer, or I'm just an actor, or I'm just an author, then it limits your perspective and it limits your creativity. But if we came together and we served each other, we could do so much more. Then we wouldn't need someone to do something for us, but together we can do so much, because I have one skill, you have another skill, you have another skill, and if we bring those skills together, then that's our own industry. Rather than looking for someone to come and fund our industry.
Now, because for real, like, I feel like this country is very small. Obviously, we're in England. London primarily is where things are booming. And you have somebody like you who actually does look out for the underground scene. I feel like a lot of the times, even radio, I've been to radio stations, I'm not going to start naming names, but like, I've been to stations where it's like, I feel like they are forced to chat to you, maybe because you paid for a PR lady, or maybe because you came from a agency, and they just go, look, I got this guy, let me get you on your show, and you go on that show. But I've been interviewed. I go on this show, and I sit there and go, they ain't even done much research. They're trying to figure out who I am, you know what I mean? So somebody like you, like when you put people on and people come to your show, I feel like you actually want them there. You post about it. On your Instagram, you'll be like, so-and-so's coming to the show. Not a lot of them do that. A lot of them are kind of, obviously, if the station maker posted it, then they might just post it because of. But you actually, like, talk about it, post their music, you talk about their music. Like, you're really, like, interacting with whoever it is that you're kind of, like, supporting. And I really appreciate that from you still. I think that there needs to be a lot more people like you, especially in a world where, in London, I would say especially, it's a very small circle. If you're within like the people that have made it, they kind of stick together until somebody else has a buzz, and then you can kind of squeeze into like the kind of made it circle. So to have somebody like you that's willing to push it, and be a manager as well. I think that's dope. I think you should be a manager. The fact that you're working with somebody like Chrissy as well. Yeah. Beautiful talent. Guys should check her out. Music is crazy.
Chrissy Day, y'all.
Whenever Jason,
and Roberta Silva.
Whenever Jason sends me the video, I'm like, let me check this out. I'm like, whew, the voice can't get any better than this. Like, she's fire.
Thank you.
Talking of you managing artists, what made you want to get into being a manager?
With Chrissy, we met at an event that I was hosting, and we became friends. We started to chill, we started to talk, and we got to know each other. Yeah. And for business is relationships. So the fact that we built a bond, we built a relationship, we built a friendship, we built a family bond. It was easy. It was like something that was organic. So we just both slipped into our roles. Yeah. So it wasn't something I was specifically looking for. I was managing other artists. They weren't what I wanted in terms of like character, not talent. Like other artists that I've worked with before, talented, really, really talented. But Chrissy's character is just phenomenal. And Roberta, who I mentioned as well, her character's phenomenal. She's she's my sister, and I love her. And no matter what these two ladies do, I've got their backs for life. So it's we ride together. We like just live life, and we just support each other, and we lift each other up. Everybody's pulling each other up.
No, because I what I like about you as well is the way you talk about your, can I call them clients? Is that weird to say?
I was, you could say artist.
I mean, in business terms, it's client, but but
people.
I see them as people.
I'll call it your team.
Yeah, team.
When the way you talk about your team is very refreshing, because I've been in 3 different management. Oh my!
3?
Yeah. So 3. The first one was a more talent agency based. Which was my friend's one, the one you know.
Yeah.
And
who are the other 2 though? That's what I'm saying.
That one didn't really work out. Am I counting Maria? Nah, not really. Maria's just my friend already. But so the other 2, there was one guy that I met through another friend who was managing him at the time. Yep. And he wouldn't really promote. Well, he didn't really do anything. It was kind of like I was just doing my own thing. Yeah. And he was just there as like an Instagram bio, like content manager. And then he still.
I remember you told me that.
And then he still wanted his check. Like for everything I found, he still wanted that check. But he would have like his 1 or 2 favorites that he was really pushing. Yep. Yeah. And everybody else was kind of like, meh, in a weird way. You know what I mean? Never had meetings with us. Even spoke to the other people that was under him. Never saw him. It was literally just, and one of them was his cousin as well. So of course he's going to push his family member. Yeah. Understandable. Yeah. So that one didn't really work out. And then the other one was with a lady. Nice lady, you know what I'm saying? We got along very well. I think the problem was with her is that she had a different vision for what I should be. She wanted me to go down the more pop route in terms of the music I was making, and I didn't want to limit myself to pop, because I've done pop songs, and that's how she found me. She found me through In the Dark.
Okay.
So she liked In the Dark, which was a pop song I did with an American artist, and then
Did you tell me about this?
Yeah, I have told you, but I don't know if you remember. Like, remember I told you somebody approached me after In the Dark. She just slid in my DMs. She was like, let me manage you. I love this In the Dark shit. She was like, yeah, do pop, stick to pop. And I was just like, I like pop, but I don't want to make a pop album. If that makes sense. I don't want to just stick to one narrative, because I am an Afrobeat.
Not trying to be flow rider in this joint.
Yeah, and I'm an Afrobeat musician, so I can't keep making Taylor Swift music.
Yeah. That's true. So true. You don't even look like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, so it was like I didn't want to cater just for that audience. So that's the one thing I do appreciate with you, is that like you take the people that you already like, and you already believe in, and you push them to the limits that the best way you can see. You know what I'm saying? You get them here, you might find the show, might get on radio. The fact that you've been on radio, Chris and I got endless interviews popping up. So you girls, get your projects ready. Trust me. Because you still got an interview, but like that's the great thing with you. You've built your own foundation to a place where you can have artists here, where you can go host a show here because you're respected. Like, you really are. Everybody knows you. Literally, anywhere you go, you hear this guy's name. Like, fam, I haven't been anywhere and not heard his name somewhere, bro. I'm telling you, like, I'll be chilling. I mean, what you saying? Like, yeah. Who you know for the game? Oh, this guy called Aiden Soulman. Oh, you too, yeah. For real, like, literally, people always be like, hey, you got to mess with Adrian Soulman. Like, yeah, I know who he is. Oh, you too? Yeah. I'm like, man, this shit is too small. But also, going into a bit more about you.
Yeah.
You said you was an author.
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit more about how you got into that and what made you want to be an author.
I'm going to go into that 1 second. But with my artists, what I try to do is, it's their art. So I don't limit them. I don't tell them what to do because I can't tell someone how to create their child. Because it's their brain. It comes from their idea. So when it's done, then I can be able to, guide or advise or say like here, there or whatever it may be. But while you're creating, it's yours. It's not my place to step in. It's not my place to say anything. So do your thing. And then I'm here once it's done. Because if it's not done, it doesn't exist. That's the reality.
Do you guys have like? Do you guys do like a 5-year plan together, or how do you not come about like what you're gonna do for like the year? So for anybody who would want to be a manager, for say, what would be like your advice in terms of working with art? What's the best way you believe in terms of working with artists?
The best way is to get to know the person. That is the best way. Because if you don't actually care about who you're working with, then what's the point? And if you don't actually believe or you don't actually see that what they're doing can go somewhere, then leave it alone. But if you actually see that there's something here and you can take this and take it to the next level and keep pushing it and pushing it for it to grow and blossom, then water that flower. But allow the flower to grow. Don't be the weed that strangles it.
No, I respect that.
Yeah, every 30 days I will, I'll review myself and review things. But I will just keep an eye on them and then give them little gems here and there. But personally, I review myself every 30 days.
Oh, that's dope, man. Not many people I know says that. So I respect that.
And to author, I can answer that as well. I wrote a book last year, September to October. Took me 2 months to write. It's called Hocus Pocus Focus. It says the magic of your life lies in your focus. So where your energy goes, your energy flows. So it's a book on self-discovery, and it's a book on opening up your mind to new possibilities, because if you open yourself, then there's infinite possibilities. But if you have fear and you close yourself, then everything is limited.
Bro, that's dope. And it's available now as well?
Not yet. It's with the publishers at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know roughly when that'll be available? Or?
When I'm ready, honestly.
Ready?
Yeah. Because they're ready, but when I'm ready.
Yeah. It's all about timing as well, to be fair. Especially when you're dropping a book. That's big, though.
Thank you.
Man, that's how I told you. Everything, man.
And photography too.
Told you everything. I'm trying to take your job, Joe. I don't need you no more. I'm calling agents.
Okay, it's like that, son.
I love you, Joe.
And then obviously you're a host as well.
Yeah.
So what is it that you enjoy about hosting? Because for me, I like to talk. So that's what that's it. That's literally my favorite thing about hosting. Just talking a lot.
That's it. It's just talking and interacting with people. Because if you learn to be able to include people into what you do, then it allows for an easier interaction, and it allows for a smoother night. So you can control the room, you can control the energy of the room, and you can lift the energy of the room for each artist that comes on, or each performer that comes on. So that's the joy of hosting.
Yeah. And also, you are on Pulse 88, as we discussed earlier. Pulse 88 guy, apparently. Shout out Joe on that one. How did you get into the radio station live, and why radio?
Okay, so the end of October, beginning of November 2017, I came back from Thailand. I was in Thai prison. So
You can't just dropping that and then
register what he just said. Thai prison.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to be like, I was on this self-discovery thing for like
I was
3 months and stuff, and then you're like, I was in Thai prison. I was
like,
word,
crazy.
And then when I came back, one of my friends was on radio. So when I was in Thailand before I went to prison, I was interacting with the radio show and stuff like that. So it's like, when you come back, when I came back, he's like, come on, you got to tell your story. Yeah. So when I went on, I started telling my story and stuff like that. And then it was like, wow, you're amazing. Like, just stay, be like a permanent guest. And from then I've been on there.
Yeah, you've been working it for what, 2-3 years now?
2 years,
2 years, yeah. Do you enjoy being on radio? Yeah,
radio's fun. And it brings consistency to my life. So every Monday I have to get up and go. So it gives me that. So now I had that consistency after that life-changing experience that now I'm managing artists. I've got that consistency becoming a habit.
Yeah.
Some sort of
and it opens a lot of doors as well.
That's true.
Oh, facts, man. Especially because you're very well-spoken, very intellectual, so I can definitely understand that. People might want to use you. Red carpet interviews coming soon, man. I know about you, bro. Press pass. Joe, you got it, man.
You guys are welcome anytime. And it was overstaying, by the way, while I was in Thai prison. No. Well, it was illegal, but nothing like drugs or anything.
Oh, so like visa ran out type of situation.
Visa ran out. I went to fix it because I was a football agent before as well. So I set up some business in Thailand, and I was going to start working with a football coach and an ex-professional player, and they were like, you have to fix your visa because otherwise we can't pay you legally in this country. So I was like, okay, went to the visa office, went to fix it. They was like, yeah, we'll charge you the equivalent of £50. I was like, yeah, no worries, I got this, man, it's all good. And then they're like, can we see your passport? I gave the passport. They was like, okay, we want like, what's it called, this amount, like the equivalent of 500. I was like, I don't have that cash on me. And I was like, haha, wait here 1 minute. I turn around, there's 4 officers behind me. They're like, what do you want to do, pay or get in the car? I was like, I don't have the money. What do you want to do, pay or get in the car? Get in the car then. Okay, let's go. That was it.
What they saw was the passport, and they were like, yo, put the money on the table.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm banned from the country for another 3 years, but 5 years at the time,
Damn.
My passport's got the stamp and everything.
I didn't even know it was that bad, you know. But the visa life is crazy, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I ain't saying no more, man.
Get your visas, guys.
Because in England, they just ship you off.
Yeah, but there, you pay everybody to get shipped off. Like, I was paying everybody. I was paying everyone and their dog, literally. And then they saw a beard and they were like, okay, eat pork because we think you're Muslims. And it was just like that. And, and then I was like, okay, I don't want pork. Here's some extra money so they'll get me food and stuff like that. And then I was paying the guards. I was paying to be transported to the next prison, even though they're supposed to do that. And I was just paying off everyone. Literally everyone was just getting paid. Came back with no P because all my P was like paying everyone off. Literally.
Crazy,
Oh my goodness. Say no more, man.
The British Embassy couldn't do anything because it's not their jurisdiction.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy, man. And also, if there are any artists that are feeling the way I'm bigging you up right now, but are you taking on any new artists at the moment, or are you not looking to expand at the moment?
I'm open. I'm always open. You can always DM me. You can always email me. Emails on my socials. DM is Agent Soulman. But I'm always open. Yeah. But at the moment, I'm happy.
Happy with
the ones you got. I appreciate who I work with. I'm really grateful that I work with them because they're beautiful people. Yeah. But yeah, I'm open.
That's dope, man. I think we go into some topics.
Okay.
Yeah? Right. Everyone ready for some topics?
Ready.
Yeah. We'll start with the first one, which is a young girl called Leah.
Okay.
She took some MDMA.
Ah, yeah, I saw that.
That cost £2.50. You saw it on the Chat and Show account, innit? Yeah. And she died from it. And
why is the price significant? Or is that below market price or something?
Yeah. Fam, it's cheaper than a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Remember how we was cussing off Joy, because her date took her to a Happy Meal too?
Yeah.
So like, she got drugs for cheaper than that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
And that's a child.
And that's a child. 15, bro. 15. So I think the question I wanted to ask you guys is drugs easily accessible for teenagers? Because I remember growing up.
Hell yeah, what do you mean?
No, but is it too easily accessible? Because the person that sold it was 15.
Well,
was a youngster. It wasn't like it was a 40-year-old man that pulled up to the school.
You'll be surprised how easy it is to get it on, because I'm gonna bait out my activity, but I was at my friend's house, right? We're scrolling through the dark web, and
you better say no names on this one.
and basically, like, obviously, we went on the marketplace.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff there, man. And all you have to do is just get yourself some Bitcoin. Done. You could get anything you want.
You know, I saw there was a thing where people DM'd this Instagram account. People, like, somebody DM'd me and was like, "Yo, I got the keys."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Raw, you DM'd me this?"
Yeah. People DM it.
I don't know about DMing, man. That could be easily tracked.
Yeah, I've been DM'd certain things as well. Yeah, so
it's crazy. Dude. But what I understand is, what makes somebody at 14, 15 want to take drugs? Like, what do you think is gets them go, yeah, fam, let's just take drugs? Is it more peer pressure than actually wanting to take it? Because
I think it's curiosity.
Yeah. You just want to know. Like, you probably heard about it. You probably see your family around you do it. You probably been in a party and others do it, and you just want to try something. And
media,
it's everywhere. Like, if as much as the media tries to, not saying anything bad against any media, but as much as they say that things are bad and blah blah blah, but the more we broadcast things, the more we show it. So if and if we're showing certain things, then people are gonna want it, and people are gonna want to see it. And if you tell people not to do something, especially children, they're gonna want to do it.
Do you think the music industry plays a huge role? Because I know Lil Pump is he's 16 now. He's known. Like, if you actually,
he's older now.
I mean, but when he first came out,
yeah.
If you go on his Wikipedia, it says he's known for excessively taking Xanax, lean, and all of that. So I'm sitting there going, bro, this kid was 16, and Wikipedia literally put he's known for taking drugs. And they're naming all the drugs. Do you think music plays a huge role? I'm not going to say necessarily rap, because we all know the singers do the same thing. Would you say music plays a huge role in the drug culture?
I wouldn't say music per se. Everything serves its purpose. Music does promote it. But it's always a person's choice.
100%.
So as long as we live, I have the choice right now to drink water, or I have the choice to drink alcohol. But right now I'm choosing water, so that's my choice. So when I hear something, I can always make a choice for myself. Whereas she was a child, regardless. She was like 14 or 15, but she did make a choice to go and buy it. And in making that choice to go and buy it, she took it. And when she took it, it had an adverse effect on her, because everybody is different. Her body hasn't fully developed. She's still growing, and it is always a choice. So I wouldn't blame music personally, but it does serve its purpose in the overall picture of things, like everything else does.
Because I feel like in London especially, or maybe even England especially, all the government, all they seem to do is blame it on drill, stabbings, drill, drugs, drill. Everything is put on drill. We all know that there's people out here that's famous. I can't think of any UK artists right now, but or even footballers. Noel Gallagher, not Noel Gallagher. What's that guy?
Joey Barton, maybe.
Not Joey, but is he never taking drugs?
Oh, drugs taking.
But I'm just saying, there's so many celebrities that aren't necessarily drill that are known for taking drugs. Like, you know,
probably even much worse cases.
Way worse cases.
True.
You can even look at Talisa to an extent on X Factor, still trying to sell cocaine. When she was on X Factor, of all things in the world, she's a judge on X Factor getting over 300k for one season. Plus the bonuses and, you know, the promo for her own tracks on the set. That's checked from that. But she still had time to sell cocaine.
Selling?
Yeah, she got caught selling.
That's why she got taken off.
She got axed.
That's what she was taking that shit.
But
that's crazy.
My point is, Talisa ain't drill. So why are we blaming one form of drug? Yes, I understand that it's more
because
it's more glorified. And
I think it's because it's not because say like with Talisa and stuff or whatever other
family friendly, isn't it?
Yeah, so their front is family friendly, so on and so forth. But with drill, they're like they're being like quote unquote reckless on their art form. Like they're saying we're moving this amount of weight da da da.
Yeah,
We done this man here, da da da. Like it's more like it's out there.
They're fully snitching on themselves.
Yeah. So I guess that's the sort of.
Yeah. I think it's probably because they're the provider, not the seller.
And also,
Are they the providers?
Or the user. I mean, they distribute. If someone says I'm moving to
but they're not the
100,000
provider though.
Yeah, they're not.
Maybe not the provider.
They're not.
Yeah.
You think they're just a seller?
Yeah, definitely the seller.
Providers
actually,
silent.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You won't see them.
Goodness,
you won't see them. They never get. Yeah,
but the only time you hear about it is when they've been caught.
Yeah, it's true.
Providers.
They will use drill the same way they use garage, the same way they use jungle and certain other genres that are underground coming to the mainstream. Because
they used to say the same thing about garage back in the day.
Well, technically they did about grime.
Grime,
grime is the child of garage, whereas drill is the child of grime. And it's just the fact that these children that are, or young people that are in drill, come from the streets. They come from poverty backgrounds. And if you are looking to shy away the blame from the root cause, you blame the problem. It's not. But that's not the root cause. This is just a byproduct of the root cause. So it's like a way of masking what is really going on. So because they're fully out there saying so it's like, okay, we can just blame you because you're actually saying this. You're easy to pin it on. But the reality is you don't grow this. You don't distribute this on a whole scale across the country, and you don't bring this through the borders because this is an island. Remember, this is surrounded by water, so it has to get through borders because not everything that is here is grown here. So these kids are just moving stuff that comes into the country, and they're easy to pin it on, and that's the reason why. And obviously they don't help themselves when they're running around wearing masks and coming with that aggressive, what's it called, energy. But that's the energy that they know. So you can't blame the problem. You can only look at the cause. And if you look at the cause, then you can kill the cancer. But unfortunately, no one's looking at the root cause of anything. They're just looking at the byproduct of it.
Do you think it's just easy to shoot down black people? Because obviously, I mean, the world. I like this. The world is dominated by white people. So I look at it like, man, let's just blame the black people.
All right, I'm gonna add a question to that. I'm gonna add a question to that. So I went to a comedy show last night, and the comedian, he was black, and then the audience was kind of white. It was in the Vauxhall Comedy Club, and then he goes, "Do you believe in karma?" So do you believe in karma? And then he goes, "Okay, white people, no disrespect to anyone's race or anything. I know I said this out on camera, but he's like, okay, so what did black people do?" If you believe in karma, what did we do? To deserve all of that. So there you go. There's your answer.
That is a good one.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
That's facts, you know.
Yeah.
Because we didn't deserve slave trade. That just happened.
Yeah, for like 400 years. So it's just... Like, once again, it's a thing of, we don't look at the root of where things come from or the cause. We just blame the byproduct of it. And the byproduct is like the toxic waste, and it creates toxicity or cancer. And you're not going to defeat cancer by, by just cutting off a limb. You have to actually go to the root of the cancer and take it out itself. So the reality is, not saying that there's good and bad in everything and in every race and in every culture. It's not to say that blacks are amazing and whites are not, or Asians or blah blah blah. It's just to say that the reality is that there's a root to everything. So if we go to the root of it, then we can remove that cancer. And if we are the byproduct of that, then we're the easier to blame, because you can just blame this and then everybody's like, okay, ha ha ha, let's just pin it on the stereotype.
I think that's what it is to it. It's the stereotype. It's easier to go by what the majority already thinks happens anyways, you know, because it will bring less blame to the person that brings it up. So by just saying, drill music, this is your fault that people are dying on the street, people are just gonna go, oh yeah, we know they do it anyways, kind of thing. We know what happens in the street, so it'll get brushed under the carpet. Whereas we as black people are trying to fight that narrative that you know. And to be fair, no respect to the council listener, I don't want to get beaten up any of y'all, but you put everybody in the same spot anyways. You put everybody in the same location as a council, and you expect well, what did you expect? Like if you know how people are generally, then you should know to scupper people around. Councils own houses. You ain't got to be in a flat, but yet they will put all foreigners in one massive block. You walk through it, everybody's from the council, and then you'll go. They have their own council home in Chelsea. You'll see how why did they walk out of our family? You're just like, wait, how did you get the yard in Chelsea and we just got the house in I don't know Peckham or something? That's an example. Like, it makes no sense. Why can't you put some of those white people into the block? It'll bring more diversity, because at the end of the day, if you have different energies in different locations.
I'm sure I never thought about that.
Well, I got two things to say to that. To the drill thing again, Bob Marley put it the best. A hungry man is an angry man, and an angry man is a dangerous man.
Facts.
And to the council properties and all of that, there was a point that I was going to make. It's coming. It's like, okay, people will choose known hells over unknown heavens because it's so much easier to abide by the narrative because this is what everybody else is going with, so let's just go with it. We'll just stick with that one because it's so much easier than to go to the unknown and be the person that stands up for that and to say that this isn't actually the truth. The truth is this. No, who wants to actually stand up and speak their truth because of fear?
No, that's facts. But Jay, what did you think before we go to the next topic?
No, I was thinking. I had a thought in my head, but I'm trying to remember exactly. Oh yeah. So in terms of like putting blame on things as well. I can even think of like, I remember we were having the whole conversation about rich people paying taxes and stuff as well. That sort of thing. So I was thinking of in that sort of sense, like obviously we have certain problems like. Whether it's public health care or whatever the case is, and it's very easy to then just stick the main thing on is the top people who are being greedy or whatever the case is, but really and truly there's more factors to everything that you'd have to, like, there's so many different things that contribute to these problems. Is that you can't just blame it on one thing, but because you see an obvious thing, then it's just easy to say that's it.
No, I think that's a good point because they haven't given us a foundation to succeed. You know, we were paying so much taxes. I don't know why the rich people are paying less. That makes no sense. Joe, I'm coming for your conservative ass. And it's can't believe I'm keeping that same energy. Dre, I'm gonna send her this clip as well. I'm gonna give her that same energy. But like we're broke, and then we can't even afford to live in our houses. Some people, after paying their bills, that's $200 to last of the month. A lot of the kids look at their parents struggling. What do you expect them to do? If they're young, I would say 15, 14. They can't just get a job. So they fall into the trap of, man, I need some money ASAP. My mom's struggling. I can't even afford to get a t-shirt. I got one uniform to last me like 2 months. You're gonna do something to try and gain a check. And
most likely, like obviously we were talking about county lines as well. Like you see an OG standing outside the school gates. He's like, yo, listen, you can make XYZ. Just move a couple things. You might not be at home for like 2 days a week, but you got this, innit? And then off they go.
Have you not seen Top Boy?
No. Well, no. I've seen. Funny, I've seen the last episodes. I haven't seen anything else.
I kind of watched all these episodes. I'm trying to see what happened at the end.
No, I was with my cousin, and then I walked in, and she was like, do you mind? Because it's bad because you haven't. And I was like, just watch your thing, man. And I ended up seeing it.
I think it was there was an interesting story there where there was a young boy. His mum couldn't work anymore because of visa issues. So they told her if she carried on working, they would have to like ship her, so she couldn't work. So this kid was like, I think it was like a year 7, year 8 character. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He started moving keys. Yeah. Not even like weed, keys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that he could not only provide food for his mom, but he's thinking, I got to boss up. Daddy's not in the game. Yep. He's bossing up on his own to feed his mom. Yep. He's been put in a situation where his mom's not even allowed to work. She's not allowed to work. She's got to live with benefit. That shit is whack anyway. Yeah. So why put people in a situation where they have to think of doing something illegal? It makes no sense.
Sometimes we need to be put in situations so we can truly grow into who we are. Yeah. And if everybody had it easy, then where would it be? Like if everybody was me, where would there be room for you or you? So that's the reason why we need contrast and we need different people and different characters. And what the younger people are doing, which maybe our older generation didn't do, are taking responsibility. Not saying they're taking it in the right way, but they are taking responsibility. So they're just going out there and saying that I don't have any excuses. I'm gonna go and sort something out. And they don't have financial literacy, or they don't have the opportunities to learn because the older generation wasn't able to teach them. We can only teach that which we know. So now, so now these young people are just trying to take responsibility and make life better, and they're getting blamed because they're just seeing it's hard because they can only see a limited perspective, because when you come from poverty, you just see, okay, I got to get out of poverty, and this guy's out of poverty, so because this guy's out of poverty, I'm gonna follow his rule and I'm gonna follow his way, and then I can get out of poverty too, because there isn't a lot of examples that are outside of poverty. Can be like, okay, here you go, here's some money to feed your family, here's a job, here's an income, here's a this, here's a that. So the main sources of people that they can look up to are the people that other people may not look up to.
Would you say that we have enough role models in our culture? By that, obviously, I know we have the Idris Elba, the John Boyegas, but I want to stick it to the people that are really struggling, because their role models are the day-to-day rappers.
We mean like people coming from council estates, and they've like
the people that don't think they can be Idris Elba. It's cool to look at Idris Elba. I think half of them don't even believe they can do that anyway.
I think increasing, because the problem is, you know, with that being said, like I'm looking at it like through my lens as well. It's like not everyone is. Okay, I'm trying to phrase it properly, but not everyone is supposed to be a millionaire. So when they look at these exceptional people that have made it to do whatever it is, that's not the norm. They don't look at, okay, maybe you can make 50k a year, live comfortably, just running a small business or whatever. They don't look at that alternative.
So do you think the problem is that nobody sees 9 to 5 as an attractive option?
Yeah. It's not even 9 to 5. Like even doing a little small side hustle, like I don't know, garage sailing and flipping on eBay or whatever. Like no one's really like.
I don't know, because this is I hate sounding like I'm putting down our culture, but I don't hear a lot of black people saying, "Yo, man, I can't wait to work in an office in London." That's like a white thing, bro.
You know what? The funny thing is, because I was speaking to someone yesterday, and they were like, so I was at one of my contemporaries' house yesterday, and they were we were watching this program whilst I was editing. It was like so basically, you know, like those police shows where they follow like a police officer and stuff. So they were following this Somali police officer, and then he got into like an altercation with another Somali. Obviously, the other Somali was like, "Oh, you're working for the white man, da da da," like getting under his skin and stuff. And then my contemporary's wife was like, that I get, like sometimes people are like that to me as well at work. I was like, oh, for real? And then we spoke on that stuff, and then
we looked down on them. Remember, fam? Historically, BIG went to his teacher. That I'll earn more being a bin man because you're a teacher. People look at teachers like, you man aren't doing shit. These men are earning 50k a year. Fam, I was a teacher for a year.
Yeah.
Talking to this one teacher, like, that's a little joke, because I wanted to know, what's the salary saying, dog? Man, I was talking about 70k. I'm like, wait.
This is a regular teacher, or like?
Well, he was head of department.
Oh, head of department.
If you work your way up, but I'm saying like,
starting 24.
But I'm saying like, starting salary, you're looking at like 25, 30, you know, average wage. But the fact that obviously head teacher's making money, head of year is obviously making money. But I didn't know head of departments and just a tutor was making money.
Yeah, and that's exactly you're not, and that's not a isolated case. That's across the board. No one knows that this job pays really well. It has its benefits. Yada yada yada. And remember, look, teachers, they have like long holidays too.
Oh, bro,
paid holidays.
13 weeks a year.
That's what I'm saying. That teacher, bro.
Yeah. So
I want to go back.
Yeah. So even like that. Like someone, you know, at the bottom, they're only seeing the big artists, the big football players, or whatever the case is, and it's like they don't see the middle. Like, I could just be at this place and I'll be happy. I'll have whatever it is.
Why is it that way? Why is it that the culture is so like against working for somebody? Because that's the issue that I think we all have. Every rapper in the game says, I don't want... Fam, even the people underground saying obviously the work's right now, but their aim is to be their own boss. It's always, let me be my own boss. It's never, let me have a great job in Leicester Square earning 100k a year. Why is that not attractive?
I don't think it's an isolated problem with that as well. I think there's more factors to that, because my reason for not wanting to work under someone else is different to someone else. Yeah. So, like, I'll give my example. Yeah. I would love to work for someone else. You think working for myself is fun? It's not. It's stressful. It's stressful. It's lonely. Like, it's long.
Having colleagues is lit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and even working for yourself for you to end up finding like colleagues that you actually bond together, work well with, and are productive with. That's stressful in itself.
I know, you're stressful.
Yeah. Okay, alright. Pull up. Roll your sleep, fam. My sleeves are rolled, innit? So you gotta...
Come on, catch me outside.
Nah, I can see it's kind of raining outside.
From what I see, a lot of people are seeking freedom. Yeah. So if you are working for someone else, you don't truly feel free. So you are seeking that ability, especially as a man, you're seeking that ability to be self-sustaining and to be able to take care of business and to take care of your family, and also to have that freedom to be with your family. Because if you work for yourself, you can always be there for your children. You don't have to ask someone else's permission to be like, oh, my child is doing this today, I need to go and see them. Well, no, you can't, because you're rotated in to do You don't have those issues. You are responsible for yourself and for your family. Definitely. And if it works, it can work exponentially. There's unlimited resources available for you if it works. But if you work for someone else, it's a finite amount of possibilities. And a lot of people don't like to be restricted by that finite possibility anymore. So a lot of people are just seeking ultimately freedom and to be liberated within themselves and their careers.
No, man, this topic was fire, bro.
Yeah, it is,
It's interesting. Like, I would say to conclude, drugs are very easily accessible, I guess.
Yeah.
You kill me, man.
They are.
That conversation lasts like 2 minutes.
You be doing that sometimes.
They really are.
But I would also say, as a culture, I think we should look outside the box. You know, I'll give you a funny story. I was actually, before we end it, this conversation anyway, I was working in a job centre. Working. I was going to the job centre. This is when I first quit, when I stopped doing the teaching shit, and I was going to be self-employed and that bullshit. So obviously your boy had to finesse the system and try to get paid real quick.
Understood.
So I was at the job centre. She kept asking, "What do you want to do?" I went, "I just want to work by myself." She went, so what do you want to do? And I was like, I was telling her I wanted to do, so I was doing the presenting shit, chatting shit was starting at the time, and I was working with Samuel at Inside Gym with a clothing brand. So I just had things going. The first thing she said to me is, "So why are you here then?" And I went, but she was being real though. Why are you here? If you're doing all of this X, Y, Z, why are you sitting next to me right now? And I went to her, because I literally left my life behind. Yep. You know, I was working a decent job.
Yep.
I was earning decent money.
Yep.
And I just wanted to earn something to do the thing. So she goes, okay, cool. If that failed, what are you doing next? And I went, I don't know. Like, I didn't know, honestly. Yeah, it's that with that and I'm back in retail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she looked at me and went, and she was a black lady as well. She went to me, do you know how many black people you have seen in this room? And I went, I don't know. She goes, I can count you over 1,000 black people, yeah? Mm-hmm. And the 2 of them has actually gone on to listen to me and find a job, and now they're driving She was telling me they're driving Lamborghini. They come back here and they hug her because they listened to her, to what she said in terms of applying for jobs. This is actually how I got into the IT engineering job randomly.
Yeah.
She said, apply outside the box. What we do is we apply for retail. Let me quickly go retail. I can quickly get a job. Get a bit of money. She was telling me, she even gave me, there was the civil service rights job. Yeah. Apply the government shit. Yeah. Apply for that shit. She gave me like this IT, because I'm looking at it like, qualifications don't look like it's moving. I can do any of this shit.
I got a similar story as well, but I'll say after.
I'm applying, I'm getting all of these random interviews. I end up working at an IT company. I don't even know how. I didn't study IT. But I'm there, starting salary was 30K a year, bro. It's a career thing. I could have just chilled it. Obviously, I ended up not doing it. But it was like, the fact that she showed me that we're too reliant on our GCSE results and our A-level results. And because we didn't do uni, we automatically hear a title like, I don't know, manager, officer or something, and you think you can't apply for that? You actually can. Do you get what I'm saying?
Even if it does say degree required.
It's not.
You can still
because it's experience.
Because what it is, a lot of them also, they have like the online assessment. Pass that assessment. Why are they gonna say no to you then? You pass the assessment, you automatically get an interview. Just sell yourself.
I'll tell you one thing. When they do say, I forgot who told me this. I think it was one of my teachers or whoever it is, but when they say whatever degree required, obviously, of course, if you actually need that qualification, like if it's
like a doctor or something.
But I'm talking about like general stuff. If they ask for a degree, it's not because of the actual qualification, but they want to see that you can follow instructions at a higher level.
That's what a degree
is. That's what it is. That's what a degree is.
That's the main reason why they ask that.
I say to conclude, I would say, if you want to get into any industry, whatever, work at it. But remember that there are things out there that you can look for. You don't have to stick to a low level regardless of your educational background. I learned that. I mean, that lady. I remember sitting there the first time and I was like,
are you still in contact with her?
I'm about to bop out of this room. She works in Croydon.
It'd be good to get her on the podcast.
She works in Croydon.
Yeah, it'd be good to get her on the podcast.
I'll definitely chat to her.
It's a very valuable conversation.
I catch her sometimes when she always has her lunch at the same joint. It's a little restaurant joint. You know Jobson in Croydon? Well, you probably don't know. It's near Box Park.
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, we used to go and have to put it up. I didn't want to get caught slacking. It was too late. I'm popping there with a hoodie. I have the shorts so you can't recognize me at all. I don't want to get caught lacking in jobs. Like, imagine going to somebody, that's a teacher still. And then you're like, where are the job center? They go.
You get that BBM message like, yo, was that you at the job center?
I was tired. One time I see this one guy that jumped and I know you. I'm turning around like this I was not getting cool. No, I don't even know why I was so embarrassed, man. But it was just a form of
I have no shame, man. But I've never stepped into a job center, but I've never had that shame to go.
I think it's because I think it was different because I chose to be here. That's what embarrassed me.
Okay,
I didn't just end up here. If I just end up here, it's like, I chose to be here and I wasn't comfortable knowing I had to be here. I didn't have to technically be there. I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to quit my job, go to job center, try use that money to build my own shit. $250 a month didn't really help much, but I was spending $200 of that on all of this shit. The lights, the cameras I was having at the time, I was broke every month, bro. It was, I remember people, you want to come out? Nah, that's your I couldn't even go to events, bro. I wasn't putting up to anything.
That was my life when I came back from Thailand. I was going to shows with no P, and I was walking home from like Stoke Newton and Shoreditch back to like near Croydon. Like 3-hour walks.
That was me in December.
Yeah, like do it, and I was even with Chrissy. That's what we do. Like, what's it called? When I was running shows last year, I would be coming home and just investing what I'll make and put it into what I'm doing, and then just walk home straight up. And it, like, obviously you're a good brother and you see like the reality of it, but not everybody sees that side of things.
Yeah.
True.
That was me in December. I remember I was like doing the whole networking event circuit, and fam, you know about the finesse I was talking about with the contactless, innit? Yeah. Use that all up. Okay, so I'll explain the finesse in this, right now, actually. So basically, those of you
finessing and dark web.
Those of you who live outside of London,
Joe's the guy,
those of you who live outside of London, we use a system called the Transport for London, which uses the Oyster card to travel everywhere. So on this Oyster system, you can use a contactless card. It works the same way. You pay your fares and stuff. So of course I use contactless, and I'm an iPhone user, so I have Apple Pay as well. So what I learned was, when you add your card to Apple Pay, it now registers as a separate card. So at the time, I had my personal account, my business account. Shouts to Starling Bank, you know what I'm saying?
How I'm telling this guy.
So of course, December time, it's probably the lowest in recent times I've been financially, right? And obviously used my Oyster card already. My Oyster was on minus. I went, because you told me, thing. You're telling me, guess what? I just found out you can trade in your Oyster card. I was like, I've been doing this, man. So sometimes I'll even find Oyster cards. First thing I'll do, go to an underground station, get that £5, or if it's on minus, then obviously the minus will be deducted from that £5. That's what I'll be using to eat. And I remember these times I was living out. I don't even know why I moved out last year. It was probably the most stupid thing I've ever done. Sometimes I go back to my parents. Obviously, I'll still get the club card because they're using my Tesco club card, so they'll be racking up points for me. So I'll come back. I have the £7.50 and free credits. Come, I'll go collect that and stuff. So back to what I was saying about the finesse. So when you use a contactless card, obviously it doesn't take money out straight away. And over the weekends, it doesn't take out money until the following working day. So if you start using it on a Friday night, you could have you could pretty much have unlimited travel until Monday. So what I'll do is, if I had a lot of like stuff to do, like projects and so on and so forth, I would tell everyone, I'm doing it over the weekend, and then from there I'll just pile up as much work as possible over the weekend because I can travel back and forth, blah blah blah. Now, these networking events were on weekdays, so I didn't really have. This was at the point where I've already used up all my free travel. I had 4 weekends worth of free travel because obviously I had 4 cards. There was no money coming in at that time, so after that was done, there's really nothing for me to do. So, I was walking from like. So I remember this one time in particular, I had a client meeting, right? Potential client. Obviously, I didn't get the contract in the end, but just the fact that I walked, it was a 2-hour walk from the WeWork that they were based in, all the way from where I was living at that time. So I would like look up, okay, this is the route I have to take, cool. Walk the rest of the way. They're probably thinking, this guy came on train, whatever. How was the journey? It was cool. It wasn't that far. But they didn't know. I was walking. I'm here to present, okay, this is like trying to negotiate stuff. And then guess what? I'm walking my ass back. They don't know. And same thing with it's actually, one of the networking events. It was in Bank. Same sort of thing. Had to walk like 2 hours there. On the way there, I had to stop off at Tesco to use my £7.50 on my food. Because I was living on coffee and biscuits. That's
a student friend meal.
And it was at that networking event actually. And this is actually another lesson as well that I'll get into. So at that event, obviously I'm speaking to people as you do at a networking event. Of course, Now I turn around. I was going to the bar to get tap water. I come back from the bar. I see there's a Don. He's chilling there. He has a £10 note hanging out of his back pocket. Now at that moment, I could just take the £10 and keep it stepping. But I was like, yo, my dude, there's a £10 note hanging at the back of your pocket. He was like, oh, thank you very much. And we get to talking. We're like, oh, so he was like, oh yeah, so what do you do? And we get to talking, and he's like, oh, I could really use your services in the next few months. It's earned me like more than £500 worth of business. Just
swear down.
Yeah. And on that day home, I had to walk 2 hours.
Know that feeling, man.
So
that's mad.
Yeah.
The grind was real.
Yeah. So it's like I forgot what I was trying to even
what your point
say
was.
about that, but yeah.
We all been there. That's the point. We all been there.
Everyone's
there was actually a point I was trying to make, but I've just forgotten it. I get invested when I.
I think the point you just made is never give up.
Yeah.
You was walking miles.
There's no excuse.
I was hiding in a job center. You was walking miles, and I'm hiding.
I was walking.
You was doing your thing, walking.
Like I was literally from every show. Literally, like I would have shows in East. And I would have to route master it there, and then coming back home. What's it called? I'm walking because I have to walk. There's no other way back. I ain't got Oyster cards. I ain't got the P. So I'm walking, and I can't jump on the night 68 because it's not a free door bus.
So
it's that one. So I'm walking home like every night after a show, and I'm exhausted. I'm coming home. I'm worn out. I have no food, nothing. Go straight to sleep. Wake up. Have my one meal a day, go to the next show, what's it called? Learn how to finesse through the barriers. You know what I used to do? I know it's so bad. I used to, because my phone's big, innit? So I used to pretend like I'm touching my phone, I'm walk straight through behind the person. And then that's how I'll get to the other end, and then I'll jump through the barriers. And like, I'll, like, someone goes through the gate, I'll go through the gate with them, and then I'll walk back home. And like, that was, because I was like, no, I have no excuses, I'm going. Because if I don't network and I don't meet these people, then what's the point? I like, this is what I want to do. So I get it, man. It's life. We does this.
I think we should end the podcast here, you know. I don't even want to touch on another topic.
What are the other topics that you had?
Fighting at work. And so
fighting at work.
Yeah, fight at work.
I mean, we're talking about work anyway, so
shall I bring it up?
Yeah, man.
So
the more the merrier, innit, man?
Say the more. How long has it gone? I don't know how long it's been.
It's just under an hour. It's a 59-minute mark at the moment.
Alright, cool. So
the phone's dead as well. I can see there's no reflection on the on the thing. Really? So we're on one camera angle.
Just plug in your thing to my phone.
Cool. Say no more.
So while Joe fixes the
carry on talking about stuff.
Yeah. So anyways, did it die?
Yeah, because midway through my storytelling, I just saw I was looking because I constantly look at
see,
Oh, it didn't die. What the flip?
It didn't though.
It went dark.
Or did it run out of memory? Yeah, storage full.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, that's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, but I'm actually pissed. I can't remember what the point I was making because I was like, actually, yeah. Whilst he fixes his thing, I might as well go back to the degree thing as well.
Yeah.
So so I got fired from this is mid 2017. I got fired from my cafe job, and obviously, like he was saying, like I was just looking at the same thing, retail. Like, where else can I apply for retail? And I was like, no one was getting back to me. I was stuck, and I thought, okay, I might as well just look at other things that I do and see if I can like try to get a job that way. So that's when I started going into digital marketing and looking at marketing jobs there. Actually, earlier that year, I remember this vividly. February. I was in my friend's kitchen, and obviously I was still working like odd cafe jobs and stuff. And he was telling me, "Oh, you never guess what? I have this course, and I was learning that basically you could charge XYZ, you can earn this much doing social media." I was like, wait a second. I've been doing this free of charge for like the last 2 years. What do you mean?
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, okay. I didn't really take the initiative to like look into it properly, but it was in the back of my mind. I was like, okay, cool. I'll bear this in mind. And then I was still stuck in that retail mentality. I was like, okay, I have to find this really good retail job and then do everything else on the weekends and stuff. But it wasn't until I got fired from my cafe job that summer that I was like, I got to sort something out now, because ain't nobody trying to get back to me now. So that's when I started applying for all these like social media roles and stuff. And all of it, I wouldn't say all of them, like a large majority of them were saying, oh yeah, you need a degree, blah blah. And because I would look at my experience and then try to word it as best to the best of my ability. Of course, I had help from this one lady at an agency. Shouts to Jennifer. And I can't remember the name of the agency, but somewhere in my email I'll probably hit her up soon. From there, obviously I was able to present that I have the experience. I may not have a degree, I may not have finished A-level, but here's my experience. Then later on, like a couple weeks after I started applying, I got my first freelance gig. It was 3 months.
That's it.
3 months thing doing advertising for this beauty clinic down in Surrey Keys and stuff. And from there, that's when it just. From there, I haven't done retail since. So. Yeah.
Good.
You're ready.
Yeah. Well, you all good now? You fixed?
Yeah.
I ain't saying no more, man.
Fam, it's my WhatsApp. The videos and that clogs up all my chat. Fam, one of them had like 200 videos. I was like,
Get out, great.
Flip's sake, man. I told you, stop auto-saving, man. This guy.
No. I mean, it saves on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the chat. It's not.
Okay. Alright, say no more. But yeah, go on. You're about to introduce the next thing. So.
Wait for the phone to be back.
You can do it, man.
Alright, cool. That's the wrong way, dude.
Yeah.
Keep the same energy, bro.
Oh, mate. Alright, there we go, man.
Woo! So,
yeah.
After a long... Well, you're going to put this in anyways, aren't you?
How what?
That was a good story, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
We're learning.
Raheem Sterling and Joe Gomez had an altercation.
Yes.
On a football pitch.
Yeah. Yes.
It was during a football game.
Yeah.
And basically...
England game or what?
No, it was a club game.
Yeah.
Club, okay.
And then it got taken to the England.
Yeah, then they got taken to the England game. Yeah, so they came together, had a little
Yes.
collision, lasted about 2 seconds. But usually somebody might
Was it
tackle.
some Kieran Dyer Newcastle thing?
Well,
or?
Joe Gomez like 6'2", and Raheem Sterling's like 5'4". So shout out to Sterling.
I know.
For even stepping up
Scratch
to
up man's face.
Yeah. They had a little altercation and they went into... But obviously throughout the game as well, according to a lot of sources, I'm not going to say Raheem's mouth, he didn't say it, but according to a lot of sources, he felt like, especially the England players of the Liverpool team, the Jordan Henderson,
Yes.
the Chamberlain,
Yes.
they were really on him that game.
Yes.
So it boiled up when Joe Gomez then tried to test him as well.
Yes.
He then went into the England camp.
Yes.
All the Liverpool players are sitting together.
Yes.
And then Raheem Sterling must have said, "Oh, so you're a big man now, yeah?" And then everybody started laughing. You know what I'm saying? So he felt like, right, like, why is everybody laughing? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that funny.
Yeah.
So that became another altercation because obviously Joe Gomez, when he started, he's 6'2", anyways.
Yes.
So they had a little altercation there.
Yeah.
And then, interestingly, Gareth Southgate decides to drop Raheem Sterling, but not Joe Gomez. And he got booed when he came on the pitch yesterday as well. So when I'm talking about fighting at work, I wanted to know, was that a fair way to handle the situation, or should they both been dropped? Because I think in any working environment, if both of my employees are having a fight, regardless of whether it's huge or not, one person can't work and the other goes home. That makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on the fight and who started the fight. If the other person did actually fight at all. Because we don't know if Joe Gomez actually did anything.
But there was no physical from both of them.
Well, Joe Gomez has scratches on his face.
Yeah, was that really from Raheem Sterling?
I don't know.
I saw that.
Word on the street.
But all I'm saying is...
I saw that picture and I was like, "Right,
raccoons are small, but they scratch." But no, I'm not here to blame either player. But I'm just saying that we don't know the full extent of the circumstances. So sometimes someone can be the cause of something. So you need to take the more heated person away and let them cool down and be like, just go sit over there and chill for a second, please, bro. And if you chill, then what's it called? Everything will be cool again. And now they're training together again and everything's cool.
Yeah, Raheem Sterling apologized, but it was weird that he still had to sit out. I mean, because, they asked him a question.
But the apology came before the sit out.
Yeah. He apologized the next day. But they asked Gareth Southgate a question. So if this was a cup final game, a very important game, would you then bench your best player? And he went silent. He didn't answer it. He didn't. So the whole point is he didn't keep the same energy. He benched him because it looked like a morally correct thing to do now. But it's a friendly. But he ain't benching him in the World Cup final because that's his best player. So the whole thing was people was crediting him for benching him and well, not even mentioning him. He didn't even get to play. They were crediting him for it. But the fact that he can't keep the same energy in the cup final meant Joe Gomez would have been the one getting dropped. He is not even a starter for England. No. So Joe Gomez is going to be the one dropped, and Raheem Sterling is definitely starting. So that's what I'm saying. Like, was that what I mean? Like, was it fair? Was it just convenient for the timing? So imagine now.
Of course.
So imagine now you guys own a business, right?
Yeah.
You got your own team. You got your team. Yeah. Your employees are fighting, yeah. And your main employee needs to do a huge pitch on Thursday, right? But the day that they have a fight, it's a practice pitch. Ain't that important? You tell them, sit out for this one. But when the big one comes, you're gonna put your big dog there because regardless he's having a fight or not, you want your big players in a big scenario. So because he's sitting out of the thing that's not that important, is that even like a fair way to punish someone? You're basically saying, mate, you know what? I know you're my guy, but I'm gonna punish you for this little situation here. But you know when the big boy things come and it happens again, I'm going to put you in anyway.
Yes, because you have to do what's necessary for the moment. If you do too much, you break the moment. If you do too little, then you undervalue the moment. So he's doing what's necessary. Like, not saying that there's a right or wrong to it, but you have to do what's necessary for the moment. So for this moment, he could do that. He could be like, okay, you sit out right now, and then what's it called? The other person involved will have a chance, right? Because this is fine. You can sit out of this one, and obviously it's not gonna harm you. It's not gonna harm us. So please, can you abide by that? And then that way, it shows my authority as the leader. And it shows your command as a leader and as one of the older people in the group. So it worked out that it worked hand in hand. Everything just worked in flow, so it was easy to make that choice. Obviously, if it was a bigger tournament, or if it was like a main tournament, it was just a qualifier and never pretty much qualified. But if it was the main tournament, he would have probably made a different choice. Because it's what's necessary for the moment. He has to do what is for the greatest good of the group and the collective. So he just did what was necessary in my eyes.
No, I do agree with that. You know when you want to play devil's advocate, but I'm like,
trying to come up with
I couldn't keep the same energy for this one. The energy got changed there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like for me it was just that, like, it's interesting how much somebody can have power from an actual manager or an owner to an extent where they can't punish you when they need you, but they can punish you when they don't need you. Because they didn't need Sterling. They didn't need him for the game, regardless of where it was. They didn't need him. So
they won 7-0.
They won 7-0. They definitely didn't need him. So it was like, so it like me watching it, I always hear about power within the working environment. You know, you might have the favorites in the office. You might have a player that's like earning more than everybody else, or, you know, regardless in the working environment, there's always power. There's always an employee that's more important than everybody else. Let's just be honest. Everybody knows that. But does that motivate the rest of your squads?
Yes.
Or teams if there's somebody that's more favourable than the rest?
Yes.
Really?
Because that person has earned that and deserved that. Like Raheem,
to get less punishment?
Raheem Sterling. I'm not saying that he deserved less punishment.
I'm sorry,
he earned that right from his come up. Yeah. Like he didn't just get there because someone gave it to him.
Yeah.
He actually went out and put in the work, put in the graft, made it possible for people to respect him. Yeah. And if he didn't earn that respect, he wouldn't have it. And that's the reality. We get what we deserve in life. Yeah. And he deserves it because now what he's doing shows everything and shows his character. To the fact that he even sat out and didn't even complain and said, you know what? Because me and you are cool and you've always got my back, I'm going to respect you on this one and I'll sit out. It's cool, don't worry. You guys go do your thing, I'll still support you. So he earned that right. And he did as well. It's the same as saying Cristiano Ronaldo earned the right to be who he is because he put in that work. No one else was on the training pitch with him for all those hours. No one is on the pitch with him when he's playing an actual game and scoring those goals. He's actually earning that and deserving that credit. So some people do deserve it, The ones that just get it for the sake of getting it, then it's different. I would say no.
That's what I was
But some people actually put in the work and deserve it.
You know, I'll give you that.
And then it shows other people that they can work their way up too. If you put in this work, then you will get that same treatment.
I just feel like punishment should be the same for regardless of your position. I think, because I've seen this in working with for myself. There's like I'll go back to when I was a teacher. There was this one teacher that every kid liked. And he got a bit lit the night before. Came in stinking like alcohol. Prior to that, one teacher got sent home. He didn't. Why? Because the school felt like they needed him. But I looked at it like, he's not fit to work either, though. So you got to keep the same energy. Regardless of whether he's good at his job or not. The geezer disrespected your job, bro. He pulled out half drunk, didn't get him to 6 a.m. Had a class at 8 a.m. Stinking of alcohol. But you sent him the geezer before because you didn't need him. But you keep him because he can control the class. Like I remember sitting there thinking, if that was me, I'm getting sent home, and I wasn't feeling that energy. I felt like okay, cool. So we're not that important, but he's that important.
But before that, did he do anything that that was of the same scale as coming in drunk?
I mean, I've never seen him come in drunk,
so he put in the work to earn that one get out of jail free card. That's the reality. Because I
can understand.
I'm not saying it's right for those who don't have it. But the reality is, some people put in that work and earn that get out of jail free card because people love them because of who they are and who their character is.
They based it on their history or what they've done rather than what they did in the moment.
Because your character, overall gets that benefit. Not saying that it's right for those who don't get it, because obviously, it'll be nice if the world was equal, but in reality, it's not.
It's not now.
Pretty much, the more valuable you are or perceived to be, the more you get away with.
But how does that motivate? I didn't motivate me. I remember the whole staff
because you never got it.
I did never get it. Well, I was a teaching assistant. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was going down, pulling out.
Jeez.
But like,
but you're at the back of the class, though, so it's not like the attention ain't on you.
That was my point.
You can just sit in the corner, like try sober up afterwards, like.
I was walking into the classroom. I had my water up, my juice. I was lit, bro. Chilling there. You know what I'm saying? Why the teacher talks for 20 minutes and then by the time I sober up, then I go help the students.
Simple.
That's how it is.
Okay, so you had your convenience too.
But nobody knew. I mean, apart from other teaching assistants, you talk between us and like, hey, I got lit last time.
Don't worry, guys. She's no longer a teaching assistant.
But like, I don't know. I don't know. I remember sitting there and teachers, especially the teachers, we didn't really care because we're not actually teachers aren't that important. Let's just be honest. So we didn't really care as much, but the teachers, they were all sitting there like, right, I made a mistake, I get sent home. Fam, they're all on the same salary. Let's put that clear as well. It's the same salary.
Teaching assistants and teachers?
No, teachers.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a teacher.
Okay.
Right? It was an English teacher, to be exact. They're all on the same salary. And for some reason, one teacher gets sent home and the other doesn't. based on the importance of their role, which is fair enough. I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe the classes he was gonna, the classes he were teaching were probably the worst in the school.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna gas it. They're a bad bunch, but he wasn't fit enough to work. I think that was the point that I had with all the teachers.
Yep.
He was drunk. He wasn't sober yet.
Yep.
And he's going to teach a class.
That's how the world of business works too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've gotten away with stuff because I can actually perform what I'm
regardless,
doing.
Yeah.
You think I'm crazy?
Trust me. Yeah.
I don't think
I've
ever turned up on time to any like in-house position I've been in.
So
No.
Wow.
Always late. Well, because I perform. They're like,
Man, you're black, man. Always late. God damn it.
even now.
I want to pull it out there. I am always punctual.
I'm not holding this same time.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I'm early. Everywhere this guy goes, it's never on time.
I don't do it on purpose, but it just happens. Especially if you try and get me out to do something in the morning before midday, it's like you're asking for it, mate. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a tired guy, man.
Because we're working on time,
I'll give you
especially
that.
when you work for yourself. You work from sun up to sundown.
I'll give you that. We're gonna go into another topic, which is do a bit more Joe's Street, I think. Unless you're into it.
So now you're keeping that same energy of keeping the topics rolling. Yeah, before you're like, let's end it here. I was like, okay, gotta keep that same energy, my guy.
The topic was so good. I was ready to leave it, but anyway, like the last time I told you was so good. But I guess we're always going to talk about work and stuff.
Yes.
But I think this one's a bit different because it's to do with gaming. I'm not a gamer myself, so my input is going to be very.
But this is an esports thing, so I guess you could sort of relate it to work. I guess,
it's Fortnite. But anyways, so a member of the FaZe clan.
Esports. You just said it wasn't, but I'll carry on.
Oh, sorry, I don't know. I don't know shit. But anyway, the member of the FaZe clan is a UK streamer as well.
Yep.
He was streaming to over 2 million people on Twitch per stream, wherever.
Yep.
And he was basically cheating. So he had these cheat codes, wherever. I don't know how Fortnite works when it comes to cheat codes. But he was basically playing online with bots. So he was winning the games by playing with bots. So they weren't actually. He was pretending to go online.
Yes.
But somehow hacked the online system that he was only playing basically bots. They weren't actually real people at all.
Oh, okay.
And he's banned from the game now. He got banned. Fortnite banned him.
Okay.
Because it was cheating.
Oh yeah.
He's not playing legally.
Yeah.
And not only that, he was earning the excess of almost 100k a week.
Dang, cuz.
From playing a game.
Yeah.
On his ass. In his bedroom.
Respect.
Yeah. Salute to him. Young lad as well. He was the age, I think it was 16 years old, 17 years old. So he's a young kid.
Wherever you are, I want to hire you.
Yeah. All right. And obviously, I think now he's about to lose his contract with FaZe as well because it looks bad on the company.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
And I want to know, like, from people that do play games, because I remember when I was younger, cheating on Grand Theft Auto was a big deal back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The little cheat codes to get a little helicopter and that.
Yeah, but that's a single player game. That's different.
But on the scale of cheating an audience, I mean, for someone like you who plays games, I'll say, do you play games?
Not for a long time, but I did.
I'm one of the guys that if everybody's together in a room, I'll jump on it.
Yeah,
I've only just gotten back into gaming heavy.
Yeah. For somebody like you who does enjoy the world of gaming, if you was playing Call of Duty and you found out that somebody was just cheating the whole way through, how does that make you feel?
Well, because I'm not playing competitively, or I'm not playing for money. I don't really care. I'll just exit and go to another lobby. But in this case,
look for gaming though.
No, because cheaters have been there from the beginning, and they get caught anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The thing that in this case in particular, because obviously the FaZe clan, their esports team, and obviously you know in esports there's big money, and if they
he's a competitor, he competes,
yeah. So cheating in competitive gaming now, that's a different story because now you're messing the thing up. It's the same thing as like. That's why drug testing is such a big thing in the Olympics. It's the same sort of thing because it's like that element of cheating. Yeah. Like this is the big stage. Like what are you doing? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
do you think it's a bad look for Fortnite?
No, it's not.
I feel like for Oh, you think it's good press?
Yeah, because now they've seen, okay, this guy, they got him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because I remember when Fortnite first came out 2 years ago, and I used to.
Because people getting banned, it's nothing new.
What?
Nah. People getting banned from games is not new.
It's not new.
It's not new. So
but I feel like the difference in the industry now is people are earning racks on racks. You ain't even got to be in a competition to earn rack. Just Twitch on YouTube.
Yes.
Sorry, stream on YouTube.
Yes,
stream on Twitch. I know. Is it Ninja? He jumped on this new random stream server not long ago. But
shouts to his Adidas collab.
I know that. So he even did the complex sneaker.
Yeah, we're watching it. Yeah.
I think I should get into gaming.
Facts. I'm trying to get 100.
You know what? I'm pissed that I stopped gaming.
Yeah, I know.
I'm actually I'm heated that I stopped because obviously before I did all the vlog style stuff on YouTube, I was doing gaming videos on YouTube up until 2014. Obviously, I stopped because I had to do A levels and.
You was in the KSI era.
Oh yeah, like
2010.
Like if I legit carried on for another year, because I was because you have to remember back in the day in YouTube when you could like change your background and everything, and you had them that award section.
Yeah,
I was top 100 viewed channel like.
Oh, you messed up.
So at that time I was like, yo,
Thank you, A levels.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had Joe sat here with me.
I know. He wouldn't be here.
And the thing that annoys me more is that it was my choice. I could have carried on, but I was like, you know what? Let me just stop here and then focus on A levels. Yeah. I ended up picking sports anyways, so it's like I replaced. No, not the subject. I ended up picking up sports like extracurricular activities.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of doing gaming, I was like,
okay.
But I just should have carried on really. But what was the question that you were saying originally? So I think I was going to answer that before.
No, was you? Nah, basically I was just talking about cheating.
Yeah.
Within gaming in general.
Yeah.
Like. Obviously, it's normal. Well, you made it out like it's normal. I don't really follow it enough to know if it's normal or not.
Yeah.
I looked at it like it was I saw it as a bad look from somebody who's not a gamer. I'm looking at it like I've heard people for years talking about people cheating. Whether that was from the Rice scams, apparently not even. You know when he does his Fortnite video and he gets a kill by kill. I'm hearing that he's hiring a professional. And he's just pretending to press the buttons, like little shit like that. In terms of the gaming world, doesn't make gaming look good.
No,
it makes it look fake. No, and now you got this brother out here that was ranking in 200-300K a week.
Congrats.
To find that he's not even playing it in real life. Like he was faking it the whole time. And you have 2 million dom thinking he was the shit.
Yeah.
His fans are spending money on this dom. Spending money on a donut, they think he's sick, following him, posting about. He was never actually playing the game.
It's like any other walk of life. Women fake it in the bedroom. Sorry, I had to take it there. What's it called? People fake it in real life sports. People fake it in gambling. What's it called? It's just one person. And the one person, they got caught because truth always comes to light, and now they're removed from the circuit. So it's just everyone else to keep it real from now on. But big props to the kids because he's 16 and he found out how to hack a game, a whole game. Like that, like a game takes a lot to make. It takes years of preparation.
We talk about one that gets updated a lot.
Yeah, Fortnite is updated every 3-4 weeks.
Bro. For him to do that, like when I say I want to hire him because he could be like the head of my security. No one can hack me anymore. Like if he can hack the game, he can protect me. But it was just, it happens. It's just a part of life, and he found a loophole, and they didn't like the fact that he found a loophole around their system. So that's the reason why he's made out to be such a villain. Do you
think he should have been hired by Fortnite?
Yes,
or banned?
He should have been hired.
Could have banned and hired. Because I remember years ago. When I think somebody had the Apple system, was it Amazon system? I can't remember which one it was. They hired him.
Yeah, I would hire that person.
They didn't even send him to jail. They were like, come work for us.
Exactly.
Tell me what's wrong with the system.
That's how government agencies work too.
Yeah, cause I remember there was a CIA situation as well. Not the one that ended up flying to like Germany.
Snowden.
Yeah, not him.
Yeah.
He's a different case, but because he was basically baiting out CIA, wasn't it? That was different. Yeah. But the whole hacking thing, I remember there was a guy in CIA that hacked the CIA. They hired him.
Yeah. That's why Facebook were giving out. The thing's still on. Yeah. So obviously they have this new cryptocurrency that they're bringing out, Libra, and they're like, oh, if you can hack it, we'll give you 10 G's. There you go.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Because if you can hack it, you can help us improve it.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's true actually. That's true.
There's a whole industry for that. Ethical hacking. That's what people do.
Yeah, I know.
For a living.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think he should be employed. In all honesty, because he's 16. He's a genius. Yeah.
Man is 16 and went online and somehow made everybody believe he was playing different people, but they were bots. I mean, he had names. Like normally when you do bots, it would be like user 1, user 2. Don't they had names? Yeah. Like, he had time to hack it and then add in names to all of the characters.
Yeah. He was getting paid like over 100 G's a week. Yeah. So if you're getting paid 100 G's a week, it's worth the time, you know. It is worth the time.
Yeah.
Not like a month, not a year, not every 2 years. He was getting it a week like a professional football player. So it's worth the time.
So would you say it's right for his team, the FaZe team, to actually get rid of him?
Because they are on a different level. They're on esports. Like,
what does that mean though? You keep saying that.
They're professional gamers.
I know they're professional gamers.
Yeah.
But why can't they have a hacker that's...
Because they have to do it the right way.
Can't it benefit them? No, but not to actually compete.
Yeah.
But for, I don't know, other areas, keeping security good. Like, he's signed...
They don't need that. The game needs that. The game itself or the gaming company needs it. Yeah.
Not hacking their...
They just hire people to play the game.
I mean, every celebrity's account gets hacked every single week these days. Instagram, Twitter. But that's not that big, is it? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because that doesn't cost $100,000 a week or $200,000
I just hope that he doesn't go like broke.
I hope
he won't. He's fine. He'll be fine.
I just wish I was earning enough to pay him to hire him.
He'll just find another game because he still has his audience.
Yeah.
I mean, unless his audience has turned on him.
You think his audience are gonna want to watch a guy they thought was legit? Actually, they would. They want to see what
I would want to learn how he did it.
We're having the same conversation about 6ix9ine, yeah?
Yeah. 6ix9ine's not the same thing.
No, but let me finish. Right?
It's not the same thing.
No, let me listen. I mean, let me finish.
Yeah.
Because we have a dude who's like in his industry has done something that is against the code, which is like snitching or whatever. Yeah. And then he has his audience, right?
It's not the same thing.
He has an audience, though.
Yeah, but even six people that hate 6ix9ine are tuning in just to hear what he's doing next.
Yeah, but does this kid's audience hate him, or is it other people
Are people going to tune in just to watch him play a game?
They want to see what he's going to do next.
What, to see if he's going to cheat again? He's not going to
necessarily
to see what he's going to do next.
Because he built his brand.
But I don't feel like it'll be that interesting to see the game he plays next.
That's because you're not a gamer.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Treyway.
It's like people that are into podcasts. They will want to see what your next move is. But as a gamer, you want to see what his next move is.
I feel like I would want to see his next Twitch to hear his side of the story.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
But in terms of, I feel like, I don't know how it is for you, but once you cheat, if you cheat in football, if you cheat on anything where you're being caught, you lose your credibility as the performer. It's like you remember back in the day you had those two mixed race singers. I can't remember their name, the lip syncs, and it was like these two white guys that were singing. They couldn't make music ever again. They lost their whole credibility because they didn't actually have real talent.
But that's at the top. We're talking about like the top stage.
This is the top.
That's not the top.
They won a Grammy.
You can.
That's what I'm. But no. Listen. This is what I'm saying. Because you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah. I am understanding what you're saying.
Your example is at the top.
I've got an example of at the top. You can
Twitch the top.
You can
I'm
cheat.
talking about the esports. The tournaments are the top.
Yeah.
So if he cheated at that level, then he's done.
Yeah.
Twitch is like still underground thing.
Yeah. That's different.
Yeah.
But what's it called? You can cheat at the top and still make it. Tiger Woods did. He cheated on his wife and still won a majors.
I know he did that. Man still got the wife. He still got the one.
I'm not saying we're not advocating cheating here, just so you know. But I'm just saying, yeah, black men don't cheat. Tiger's mixed. I think it was his Asian side. Do not. What's it called? Use that against me. But nah, I love Asian people.
I know he reps his.
But yeah, I'm just saying that
he's snowing, isn't it?
You can. You can do certain things.
You see all the women, like one dark skin, you know. I remember there was like 20 girls coming out. I was like, yeah, I'm just sitting there in my mouth. I was like, no, I can't do that. I was like, where are the black women? There was not one black woman. I see big girl, and I was like, wait, you don't had one black girl, you know, not one black girl, the whole night.
It's crazy.
Oh man, the beauty of girls, though, man.
Yeah. Women are beautiful. Just gonna put it out there.
All flavors.
We don't advocate cheating on women here. No. We don't advocate talking bad against any race either.
Hell no, that's a disclaimer.
Just in case.
Well, some say I'm snowing, but I'm not. But anyways,
we all enjoy our own thing.
What?
Oh, you're gonna start snowing now, you know? There's only one girl, G.
What?
Okay, yesterday at the comedy night, yesterday at Vauxhall Comedy Club.
Yeah.
So one of the comedian goes, actually the same comedian, he goes, I could have dated a line of 20 black women, but as long as my last girlfriend was white, you date white women now.
That's true.
That's literally how black women would see it.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that's fact. But that's how it's weird. Every person seems to like a white girl, but nobody wants to claim that they like white. Which it's the most weird. You're easy, fam. You'll claim a Spanish person, even though that's technically kind of white.
It is, yeah.
But nah, she ain't British white. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird claim.
I will say what I have to say off the air, but if I love someone or if I want to be with someone, race don't matter, man. Because at the end of the day,
I've dated British women.
Yeah, I have too.
I
dated all types of women all over the world.
Bet you don't say I'm snowing, huh? But yeah, I've dated British women, and I don't really mind it. Still.
Yeah. It's around.
I've dated black. I've dated Latino. I've dated
every race.
I haven't done Somali and Chinese.
I was married to one.
Swear on.
To a Somali, yeah.
No way. You had to get married Islamically.
Yeah, we were married Islamically. Yeah.
Swear.
Yeah, we were married for 4 years.
See what?
That's crazy. What was marriage life like? I can't believe we just changed the whole conversation.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And if people want to get married, I would recommend it. I would never talk bad about marriage. It was a beautiful experience. It taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah. It definitely matures you, I would say. Because going through a marriage is like a real companionship still.
Yeah.
Proper, man.
Yeah.
Ride and die, Bonnie and Clyde. Like, it's serious.
Literally how we was. Just ride or die together,
Yeah. No, that's still one of my friends. Shout out to Vic Sambi.
Jeez!
Recently got married
Congrats.
like 2 months ago. He's a musician as well, funny enough.
Yep.
And I was asking him what's marriage feel like now. He said it just feels exactly the same, really. It's just you're probably living together. Well, they are living together now. That's like the only difference. It's the same relationship.
Yep.
Obviously, still early stages, still honeymoon in the marriage life. But I hope it goes well for you, Vix, as well, man.
Me
Salute,
too, man.
salute. I guess to end on this very long podcast, phone dying in the middle of it.
Yeah. Actually, the other thing just died now.
Everything's dying on us today. What is your social?
For anybody that wants to contact me, socials is Agent Soulman. So that's Alpha Golf Echo November Tango Soulman Soulman. On everything, even on Spotify, on YouTube, on Facebook, it's Anthony Soulman, so ANTHONY, and peace, love, happiness. Get involved, get in contact, DM, whatever. DMs are open.
All the links will be in the description below for the guys that are watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Spotify and all the streaming services, I will give Joe the link so they can still find you in the description right there. And also, this has been the Chat and Chill podcast with your boy Firahs,
Joe to the MK,
and
Agent Soulman, baby.
I will catch you right here for the next episode. Have a good day. Peace.
Peace.
Evening or day, depending on the time. Yeah, I killed him.
Oh, mate, you tried to do a joke, fam. That Sly coming at the end of the episode. Nah, G, there's only room for one.